These days, it's easy to succumb to addiction when you can consume a lot of the same thing without having to worry about a shortage of supply. Addiction gives us meaning in a life that is inherently meaningless, but one based on materialistic pursuits rather than something confounded on spirituality or mentality. It also devalues the things we cherish, making us appreciate less and less as it's easy to come across a goods we can consume in big amounts. But in most cases, copious amounts of consumption and addiction hampers us in life. We would sacrifice time, energy, and even mood to fulfill these addictions as we get high on the dopamine rushing through our veins, causing us to be less productive and other times to be less functional. To people around us and even to ourselves, but nothing is as self-stopping and shameful as masturbation addiction. Welcome back to the solid state. Let's first address the issue with pornography. Globalization leads to a rapid transmission of information across the globe. Information no longer becomes a commodity but rather a daily meal. And the spread of this information is enhanced by the spread in the usage of the internet, where people can look up at more things, consume more information. And some information makes us stimulated, because we try to envision ourselves in the moment as a secondhand experience, making us feel things we couldn't really feel back in the early 20th century. And for people, one of the fields of this information is pornography. Pornography sells the idea of sex, and sex has always been a huge market, a source of income and outcome for many people around the world. Sex is a biological human need, and some people who are deprived of sex are able to purchase sexual services in exchange for money. Which is why there is a saying that prostitution is the world's oldest profession. With the absence of sex or even the lack of courage and available partners around an individual, it is easy for individuals to substitute this biological fulfillment using pornography, which is why sex sells. The internet is a huge outlet for that market and a gateway for many to unload that pent-up urges without much money to release. And now human society is becoming increasingly reliant on technology and the internet, and pornography is a companion on that development. Right now, the current generation that feels productive age, or are about to, the Gen Zs, are touted as the most loneliest generation in the world. Despite their interconnectedness and living on the quality of a few millennials worth of human ingenuity. The dating market for Gen Zs are heavily skewed, no doubt the fault of capitalism, which has encouraged a materialistic and cosmetic way of viewing people and relationship. Boys will seek the best jobs, money, and the best girls, and the girls will seek the best guys with the best money. This leaves the Gen Zs with little in the dating market, with many people so concerned with the top of their list, they do not bother looking down to find more people, wanting to stay single rather than setting their standards low.